We are on episode 2 of season 2, and this episode is called Two Doors and Corners. All right, I'm ready to jump into this. If you want to watch the full-timer versions of these reactions, you can join Patreon. It is patreon.com/EmonSnow. Thank you for your support there, and I am ready to jump into this.
They weren't firing on the hill. They intended to miss. A first shot across the bow.
Thank heaven Captain Yevgeny has a cool head, or we'd be already glassing each other's.
Minimal personnel. Casualties will be light.
You want us to attack a Martian moon? It's a declaration of war.
No, it's a warning. It's a goddamn serious one, but that's the point. It shows
The command and control at the same time. I like it.
a base for a base.
I like it.
Are you saying you won't carry out a lawfully given order?
Wow.
If that's the case, Admiral, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask
No
you.
need to pretend this is a request.
Good for him.
Step down as fleet commander.
Wow, good for him. You know, stand by what you believe. Well, now she knows, like, she can trust him. Oh.
God.
Damn.
God, I hate space.
Hear this story.
Aww.
What story is that? Me!
We were on Eros. We barely got out alive. And the only reason we're here now is to see if you want to do something about it.
I'm the asshole who found your operative. Her name was Juliet Andromeda Mao. In case you're interested, she died.
It was something new. A life form. Possibly extrasolar in origin.
Yes. Eros is an experiment on belters. Everybody down there is dead, they're dying, they're being studied like bugs under a microscope.
So, team, do you have any idea of the resistance inside?
No, we don't. That's why we're talking to you. You're the military genius. These assholes burn.
Look, I'm for killing whoever needs killing, but it's not gonna make you feel better.
At least he understands that.
Comes first. If we would have been back for strays, we'd end up dead like them. Should have at least tried.
I mean, doing nothing is just as bad as doing the wrong thing. Being a bystander. I mean, what kind of people are we that we only help?
No.
Look, Open said he buy me drinks if I sit here and listen to you.
He had a point.
Do you think the others have a sense about what's going on with us? I mean, Amos, in particular?
We could make a public announcement. Everyone on the same page, or take out an ad.
He said he'd be okay throwing me into space without my helmet, but that you wouldn't like it.
Sounds like Amos, 16mm.
You did hear the part about him throwing me into the ship without my helmet, right?
I did.
Great. Because I'm really liking us not threatening to kill each other anymore.
The rest will come from other bits. All new work.
Yeah, go on, Koyo. Keep licking the otter's hand. Maybe he toss you a few more scrap from his teeth.
100 more time, we gonna find out.
Well, I'm sorry I wasted your time.
Maybe now. Our time.
Ooh. Oh, shoot. Whoa. I mean, yeah, I kind of have to do that, I think.
What happened in Eros? It wasn't a plague. It was a genocide on Belters, done by those who think we're weak, divided. 1,000 different tribes scattered across the belt, who could never unite and fight back.
That's true, they are divided. The Belters are all divided.
I need 50 good fighters.
He just threw him out. He Gandalf'd him. I'm talking that shit, and then you get that Gandalf staff. Just shut up, get out of here.
Son of a bitch. Goddamn.
Don't beat yourself up. That's your best run yet.
Listen, I hope you understand if I ask you to sit this one out. Close quarters battle can get kind of hairy.
Down the assault team.
Have you seen the breaching pod? It's a beer can taped to a rocket. You're not gonna like the ride.
Somebody's got to keep these idiots from shooting each other.
I think you gotta justify your actions to me.
I'm simply telling you how your tantrum got you sidelined. Get him a proper scotch, please.
The Persian accent, I love it. It just, you can't help it. The adding the E in front of the S, It's my family.
You, Madame Undersecretary, may be the worst person I have ever met.
Good. Speak the truth to her. She needs that.
Feel good getting that out of you.
I got this from someone who was there, someone I trust. Your predecessors in the previous administration buried it. Sue seized control of Anderson Station. We tried to negotiate for days. UNN command was jamming their comms. But when the Belters finally gave up, Colonel Johnson wasn't told that they'd surrendered. If he knew, he would have never called that strike in.
Why wasn't he told?
Because the powers that be wanted to send a message to the...
But they used Fred as the scapegoat.
But I know that he's an honorable man who held on to his soul, and that is a tough thing to do in this line of work. She's buying.
I like him. And that's really interesting to know about Fred.
I need you to do something for me.
I'm sure I'm going to love it.
I need to send a communique off everybody's... I want to talk to Fred Johnson.
That is treason, isn't it?
Oh my god, that's so I hate these laws sometimes. Like, so it's like they're made to stop you from doing the right thing. Sometimes that's how it feels. When it's not supposed to be that way. It's supposed to protect you and protect the people from the corrupt people, but now it's like, oh.
That will explode and turn into a door.
Wow.
my chest! Go! Stay away from the aqua star helix.
Oh, that's Diego. He was saved. I think that was his name, Diego. He was left in space. He was saved then?
What kind of belt are you, Papa? Don't worry, I grew up on sheep like he take me along sometime.
I don't care.
My uncle was a hero. He died fighting Yanas. He put me out the airlock first because he had love for me. Now I fight like he did.
You're still talking.
If another belter ship don't see the blasting come for me, I still be on the
Whoa, oh god, it's just like the simulation. Shoot.
I see it, inner hole, C9. I can patch that.
Amos, stay put. One hard maneuver and you're done. We don't get that thruster back and roll.
Dang, okay, Amos. Okay, don't, because don't freak me out. Like, Amos is gonna be fine. FedEx. What the hell? FedEx is still going strong. Okay, good to know.
Amos, we're about to do a hygiene maneuver. Give me a second. Alex, move!
Whoa.
Surprise, assholes!
Ooh, there it is. Damn.
Look like nobody home, maybe.
Oh, that was Diego too. We still. What?
Joe around.
Oh. Oh my god.
Show me some hands!
What?
Now!
Don't shoot them because I'm wondering. I mean, it looks like the stuff the blue stuff, the purple stuff, like they're being controlled. Or they're like in Cerebro or something. Clearly that's what's like feeding them too, probably. Whoa. Oh my god.
Get this guy out here. Nothing happens to this guy. Get him out of here. I need these scientists alive, guys.
Whoa, what is this? That's that science.
Have we met?
You're gonna help us make a vaccine.
No, that goes against everything.
What are you trying to accomplish?
They're expected to save us all.
How?
Repurpose other life forms and use them to evolve.
Into what?
That's what we're trying to find out. In a controlled, isolated environment that can be sterilized if it gets out of hand.
You could have fed it a vat of bacteria.
The protomolecule is proof that we're not alone in the universe.
So what?
And our ticket out of the limitations that bind us to these pathetic
Oh my
little bubbles.
god.
We can apply it.
But no one, it's only you that wants to evolve. People just want the damn water in their air, you dumbass. Like, they don't, that's so, I don't have water. I'm getting so pissed off.
Have you heard of Genghis Khan? He built one of the greatest empires in human history. Killed or displaced.
And what did he do to get that?
All you can do now is waste the data and ensure that every man, woman, and child on that rock die. Without this work, humanity will be left unarmed, ignorant.
Okay, I see what he's
to
saying.
An enemy who's already fired the first shot.
I see what he's saying. That's crazy. That's messed
We're gonna need complete access to the data, as well as the names of everyone responsible for setting this in motion.
Why? Jim. Not Jim Joe. I mean, he did mess with his girl, but damn. It's over? What's all this? This only gets more crazy. This is, okay. Okay. Well, all right. I mean, it's like Independence Day. Everyone kind of has to work together to defeat the alien ship, you know. They're coming here to destroy. Their only mission is for the humans to, that's all they do, is they go to each planet, they take their resources, and they kill you. What is it? A common enemy? People become friends type of situation. Very interesting. Jim killing that scientist is funny. Like, he has all the information. He was like, I'm the only one that can decipher everything. If someone else tries to do it, it's gonna be ruined. Bam, he's dead. But that's because of how cold and heartless he was. I mean, okay, it sounds like they found this extraterrestrial being. They were supposed to land on Earth and do whatever they were going to do to Earth, basically. What's happening to Eros is what's supposed to happen to Earth. These scientists were able to get a hold of it and then figure this all out with the help of Julie Mao's father. And so I get what he's trying to say, that, like, okay, if we can see how this works, how we could potentially evolve to defeat this thing, like, that makes sense, because this thing is coming here to destroy, or that's what it seems. All of that makes sense. However, him and a select group of people, like the minority of people, like literally, like not even a percentage of the population, is trying to make these decisions for everybody. And they're like, you know, we're going to scapegoat Eros and all the Belters here. We're going to just, well, it'll be fine. We'll just do this. We'll use them. There's no excuse. There is really no excuse for that. I'm with Joe on that. There's no excuse. You can't do that. As much as the like logical part of it and all of that makes sense, it's like, okay, yeah, okay. But then, you know, you're killing humans, you're killing people for the potential betterment of everybody else. No, it's done. We're done. Can't do that. Once you start to, and if you do that, but make yourself the sacrifice. If you want to know how humans can evolve with this bacteria, whatever it is, put it on you and the scientists that are trying to figure this out. Have volunteers in your community. But no, you guys are too smart. You guys are the ones that are going to save the world. Okay, so, because you're better than everyone else. Okay. But that's not how that works. It's just, it's frustrating to hear him talk his bullshit and his nonsense. Science is working together, communicating, letting everybody know what the hell is going on, and getting everyone on board and taking volunteers, people who want to do it. Not poisoning the water and being like, let's just see what happens. Let's just see. Like, this is craziness. I can assure you that there are many people on this planet, in this world, who would have volunteered truthfully, it's just the truth. But they've pushed people so far. They put the Belters in the worst parts of the solar system. They have barely any oxygen. They're growing in horrible environments. Their bodies are weaker than the Earthers. It is like literal disparity, because that's what happens with wealth. Disparity it's not only not having enough money. What it does is it also means you do not have access to the best doctors. You do not have access to the best education. You do not have access to the best foods. You only eat what you can afford. And what you can afford is usually not good for you. And you're not going to grow up with all the strengths that someone who could have, fresh air, good water, good food, good nutrition, no stress, because like, oh my God, we can't afford to eat this week, or we don't have electricity this month because we can't afford it, because we're overworked, we don't have the education, whatever it is. And then you got this situation. So the wealth disparity isn't just I can't buy the best cars or the best shoes or the best clothes. It hits everything. So for me, watching this, it's tough, because I get it. Like, they not only do they have disparity in with oxygen and water, they also have disparity with their physical bodies. Their bodies are growing with deformations, with weaker bones, just weaker in general, because of the pressure. I guess it's the pressure. It's really messed up. It's messed up. And so it's really, it's impressive to me for two things. Miller is extremely impressive because he is physically, and it's not his fault. It's the circumstances of his life. It's the cards that were dealt to him. He chose the short stick, and it wasn't even his choice. Do you understand? Like, that's how this stuff works, even in real life. Like, we don't get to choose what families we're born in. We don't get to choose what countries we're born in. We don't get to choose what time period we're going to be born in. But we just show up and we're here. And we need to figure out, some people are going to have disparity, and it's not their fault. It's no one's fault. To see someone like Miller, who has so much stacked against him, and he's a lot older, and this whole, there's a lot of, where ageism is real. It's a real thing. People look at people who are older and they're like, they disregard them. Especially now with the whole boomer, like, making fun of old people, and it doesn't help that Joe Biden, is like, forgets everything and is tripping everywhere. Like, it doesn't help. Miller, he's aged, and this ageism thing, it's like, okay, you're at this age, you're done. You're invisible. We don't care about what you say. We don't care about what you look like. You're not there. It's all in the 20s. But F everybody else. It's just, you're in your early 20s, good for you. It's such a mind-boggling thing. I am impressed with Joe because he has so much belief, even though he should not, because of the messaging, the programming. Like, you're a belter. That's one strike against you. You are now older. That's another strike. You never were married. Another strike. You don't have kids. There's another strike. And these are things that I don't believe, but I know that this is stuff that is programmed into us to devalue us. It's just a constant devaluation of human beings, which is, it's an illusion. It's not real. You cannot devalue anybody, no matter what you go through, the choices you choose. You cannot be devalued. It isn't anyone's right to tell you that you're not good enough or cannot accomplish something. This is a horrible thing that is popularized, especially in this time frame. It's a weird time, but you can be devalued by anything really nowadays. So the fact that age is in that place where he's older, and so this is what I was saying in the other episode. Was it this episode? Maybe it was. You can find your people even at an older age. You can find your purpose at an older age. There is no timeline. And so I really love Miller's story, because he should be like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna stay home, be sad, feel sorry for myself. But he doesn't. He has a sense of purpose. He has a sense of justice in some ways. He doesn't care when he says he wants to kill the people, you know, but he has a sense of justice. He sees the good, and he wants to protect. And he was lost. He strayed away for a while, which happens, but he's found his purpose. Julie Mao kind of reinvigorated his hope. He lost his hope, and it's back. And so I'm just, yeah, he's a character that I at first was like, God, he's so frustrating to me. He's like annoying because he rubs me the wrong way because of his attitude. But then when you kind of figure out, you're like, oh, he's like that for good reason. You get it. And to see him not giving up, to fight a person like Amos, even though he knows physically this guy's going to take him, but he doesn't give up. He says it like it is. I really love that, because sometimes you feel really lost in this world, and especially when it comes to like social media or media, you know, there's a lot of like, it's all about the youth. It's about, oh, it's all lost. Once you hit a certain age, it's all lost. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, the older I've become, the more of a better person that I've become, the more that I'm choosing to do the right things, the more that I'm like, this isn't all about me. It's never too late. It's never too late. I know that that's like the message of today, that they're like, we all have an expiration date, but we don't. We're not milk. We're humans. Do you understand? The expiration date is when we die, and that's it. I think it's important for Miller to be in this series, to be in this book, to have characters like this, because we need that. We need that hope that, you know what, I don't know what the hell I'm doing now, but if I keep working hard, I'll figure it out. And it might take a long time. So it's awesome. I'm really a fan. But that's, yeah, I think that's really, that's kind of the thing that stuck out to me the most in this episode. All the hopes and dreams we've had, like Bobby looking at this potential hope of Mars turning into this lush, beautiful home, and that dream will be destroyed if these aliens come and destroy everybody. That's not going to be a thing. So people are going to have reason to fight for sure. The Belters are also going to join in on the fight, but they need to be invited in. And they want to fight. They want to do something. The Belters are like the best people because they have been fighting. So they're strong. They have the strongest willpower out of almost any of the other people. So it's going to be cool to see how all of this works out, where people have to put away their prejudices. They have to put away their stereotypes. They have to work together, or else it just doesn't work. I'll see you guys in the next episode. This has been a joy. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm so excited. So thank you so much for watching with me. Take care, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye, everyone.